I'm Mr. DeLille, and today we're going to take a flyby look at Google Drive. Let's get started. Google Drive allows us to do so many things. They have put together all sorts of tools to allow us to save, to create, to share, to upload, to collaborate. All of these tools, all of these skills are combined in one set of tools here on Google Drive, and we're going to take a look at it. So to start out with, it is a great place to save and store information. What I've done is I've uploaded one picture. Let's go through and look again. If I go to upload, this is kind of our hub. This is where we live. If I go to upload in files, I can take a picture from here. I do a lot of the Dave Ramsey quotes for the kids that I post on Edmodo with their post for today. If I go to the first one, or the second one, let's go to budget. I already uploaded the first one. As you see, it automatically loads into the screen here, into our little hub, into our drive. So if I click on it, it's going to actually upload that file. So the word budget has gotten a bad reputation, but it's just a plan for your money. It doesn't mean you have to live on nothing, and I do live by that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click out of that, and you notice that it's right here. So it is in there. I can put it into a folder if I were to create a folder, but we're not going to go through that today. Just an overview. So it allows us to upload files. Okay. We can put just about anything. It serves over 30 types of files, including Photoshop files, PDFs, image files like GIFs, JPEGs, PNGs, Word documents, PowerPoint documents, Keynote documents. Those are all uploadable into Drive. Then we can edit, share anything we need to do. There's also an app. If you have an Android or an iPhone or iPad, any of those those two operating systems have a Drive app. I'm sure Windows is on the way if it already does not. We can create, and that's what we're going to look at, and it's pretty secure. Google's pretty good about keeping your information safe. So it is a pretty safe and secure way to do things. I'll pop over here. Features. Well, what is Google good at? Well, they're good at searching, providing search results. So within these programs that we have, these apps that we have available, powerful ways to search, already integrated into it without even really having to use a different tab. So it's pretty neat. Here's how we can upload just about anything we need. Videos if we need to, Illustrator and Photoshop files. A lot of things don't support Photoshop. But it is supported within Google Drive. There's an offline version. Unfortunately, we do need to be online to use Google Drive for the most part, for it to save automatically, which is another cool feature. But there's an offline version that we can get, and then it can sync together once you do get an internet connection. One of the biggest things that's available is the ability to collaborate, and we're going to talk about that here in a moment. And then it gives a revision history. Everybody's had a time where you really needed to undo a lot of problems that you've had or whatever. We've made a mistake, you need to go through and undo. Well, we're able to undo for about a month. So if somebody goes in and takes your account for whatever reason, if something happens, we can actually go back 30 days to revise what happened. Or maybe you just like the original copy of whatever you're working on. Gives us that ability. It's pretty neat. And then the apps. This is where the big power is. And we'll come back up here and we'll talk about this picture, but just like a Word document does, we're able to create word processing documents easily. And it looks very familiar. And I'll pop in just to show you here in a moment what a document would look like. But we have that available. We're able to create spreadsheets as well. A free opportunity to use something similar to Microsoft Excel. Excel's pretty powerful, and so is Google Drive. So is the spreadsheets involved in Google Drive. And third, we're able to create presentations out of Google Drive, and I've had a lot of students do it, and they love it. Okay, they can actually work together with someone else who's on a different computer in a different room, maybe in a different city, to work on the same document at the same time, creating, chatting, collaborating together to make the best project they can be. I've actually taken students and I've moved them, half of them to the cafeteria, and they had to work alongside their partners who were actually located in my room. It works pretty well. So it gives them an opportunity to collaborate. And I've heard stories of people writing books together. They've never met, but they wrote a book over Google Drive. And by the time it got published, they had then met and got the thing published, and it's doing well. So it's pretty neat. All sorts of different new features they've got going on. A lot of editing, pictures and things are involved. Google Forms is a cool way to collect information and run surveys. Draw is a pretty neat way to make a pretty quick picture if you need to. And a few other more in-depth things that we're not going to talk about today, but are really intricate to some of the office needs that we have and business needs that we have. And then the other big thing, like I said, is storage. It's free online storage. I know for free, I believe you get 15 gigabytes of storage free. If you were going to use that on another, if you're going to go to another service, it's going to cost you a little bit per month. If you needed more storage, backup of all your files and hard drives, you could pay $4.99 a month to them. They'll give you about 100 gigabytes of data of storage, and I know I don't have enough I would need to back up of that. So that would be definitely sufficient for a pretty cheap price. 15 gigabytes. If you're a student, you get more than that. And the cool thing is that all of these Google Drive apps, let's try Documents, don't count toward that total. So it's a pretty neat set of apps. So let's go through and look at each one real quick and see what we've got. I'm going to click the X here. As you see, it's pretty responsive. Go ahead, Create Document. Brings up a new tab, and it looks a lot like an old Word document used to. And I can type, format. I could change the line spacing if I needed double spacing. I can do a grocery list if I needed to, or a numbered list if I needed to. The format painter is still there. I can insert graphics, images, links, videos, anything I really need to do, I can do inside Google Drive, which is pretty cool. If I were going to share this document, that's one of the really cool things to collaborate with people to allow them access. If I click share, I'd then have to name it. I'll call this testing number 1. This would be the link. If I was going to collaborate, I could just double click, copy it, and then paste it wherever I needed to. I could actually open up a new instance of it here. So I have 2 going. As you see, this is my first one. And if I go back to the original and I click under private, it says only the people listed below can have access. Well, I have access. I could give somebody an individual access, or I could just change it and let anybody. Public on the web, anyone with the link. So if I give you the link in an email, you can go in and either view or edit, depending on what privileges I give you. So I can do whatever I need to. I could change margins. That's all available for me. So I'm going to click back. I'm going to show you this. Saving. As you see up here, it says saving. Now it's automatically saved. I click X. I don't have to save anything. I go back. I click on testing. And there it is. It's saved. Let's change. Let's go underline. Saving. Let's go out. And one more time. Automatically saved. So it's really good just in case you do have a power surge and you forget to save it. That happened a couple of times in college on some long papers. So definitely not a great thing to have to rewrite things. So Google allows it to just save automatically, which is pretty cool. So if we go to, let's go to spreadsheet first, or second. It gives us just like an Excel spreadsheet. I could go in and say 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I could run a quick formula. Okay, I go equals sum, and then we'll go A1 through A6, close it up, press enter, and what it's going to do is going to total all of those numbers together, And it gives me a total of 39. Pretty reliable. I like it. And lastly, let's look at presentation. Looks a lot like PowerPoint. It gives me some options here of what I want it to look like. Let's pick one. I could go new slide. I can add bulleted list if I need to. Okay, pretty responsive and pretty well done. Okay, and again, the sharing options are available there. I just need to give it a name, testing number 2, and I can change it to anyone with a link, public, or just keep it private. Hit done, and we're back. So what we've looked at is looked at a flyby view of Google Drive, just looking at the different features and what's available. And then the 3 big programs that are in there, the word processing, the software, and the presentation software. So good luck.